Yo peeps, it's your boy Inspirational Change. Follow me on Inspirational Change TV. Got my boy Carlito. What's going on, family? You good?
Yeah, man, you good?
Yeah, man. And truly just reasoning, We ain't caught up in a minute. We've just been reasoning. After setting up, helping the team out, set up for the Naked Truth on Friday. Yeah, man. Big up to all of those who are coming down. It's going to be a good night. But, we always reason on mad stuff, relationships and all that, right? And, what I wanted to capture was what was this talking about with, like, the contrast. Like, I feel that, a man of your complexion, this guy's like he's like one of them light-skinned brothers, them red-skinned youth there, you me? Like that. There was a time where them man, they were hot off the press, you know what I mean? Now the dark-skinned man's doing it, you know what I mean? Big up the dark-skinned man, them. No, differently. But I've always felt like I feel like light-skinned women don't look good with light-skinned men. Like they look like they're family, innit? Do you know what I mean? And then you said...
I don't agree with that. I was like, if you see two black people that are dark-skinned,
yeah,
it's like, oh, black love, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But if you see two light-skinned people, like, oh, you like cousins or your brother and sister, I'm like, that's not cool, really. Like, that's just like, no, that's not the case. Do you get me? That's not the case, man.
Why is that? That's the truth, You automatically just think, nah, man, they can't be. They look like they look too much alike. So we have our own prejudices amongst, the caste system, in the black race. But what do you guys think? I feel that, light-skinned women, they complement, a dark-skinned man better than they complement a light-skinned man, and vice versa. What do you think?
I don't think so, man. Not at all.
So yeah, I think you don't. So do you prefer? Like, come on, look. You see, your mum's like more my complexion. I think.
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah.
Like, do you think that a woman who's your mum's complexion is gonna be better matched with you, or do you feel like you need a woman who's your complexion?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't even put it down to like a match or whatever. But I just think, if you want to date someone that's the same, or see someone that's the same color as you, then why can't you? Why is there this stigma about you can't see someone that's the same color as you? Because ultimately, look at it this way: two Indian people, two white people, two Chinese people. No one says they look like family. It's only when there's when you look mixed race, and you get with someone else that looks mixed race or light skin or whatever. You're like, oh, they could be cousins.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think, isn't it? Maybe it's because they're outside of the black race, most people's complexion are very similar, very much the same.
Yeah.
So you don't think nothing of it.
But why?
But why? That's a good question.
Exactly. Anyone else from any other race can get together, and you think, oh,
no. So think of like like a Sri Lankan now.
Yeah.
And a Hindu.
Yeah.
There's normally a very noticeable difference in complexion.
Yeah, there is.
And do you think they look like a good match, or do you think it's just a Asian thing?
I don't really put colour on it, to be fair. I don't think that you're too dark or you're too light or you're the same colour. I don't think that should even matter, really.
This guy's just trying to be nice for the camera. That's not what he was saying a minute ago. This guy.
That's not the case.
End of the day,
I can't be. I can't sit on the fence of they don't look good together, when everyone thinks that I don't look good with a girl that's mixed race, or a girl that's black or white mixed race anyway.
Yeah.
Or if you look a similar complexion to me, like you can't do that. Like, that's not cool. I mean, like, what are you doing with her? That's your
your cousin. Yeah,
your cousin or your sister, or I mean, why is that the case?
Yeah. No.
So coming from my perspective, I could never say to someone, you don't look good together, or you don't suit down to the skin colour. I can't do that. Really, so
it's mad because I don't disagree with you, and I don't want people to think that this is about you got to stick to a certain complexion, or you know what I mean. I'm just saying, with the preferences that people have, some people have a contrast complexion, a contrast attraction, a contrast attraction.
Yeah.
Like I said, so like I said, I haven't got a preference. There was once upon a time I just felt that women that were fair skinned complimented me more.
Okay.
Not that I liked women better skin. I just felt that we made a better match. Like,
Okay.
yeah, that looks nice, isn't it? And there was a season where it was like my complexion and a light skin. You know, it was just like that was the known thing for a minute.
Yeah.
And I think my dark skinned sisters got left out. You know, but then you had dark skinned sisters, going for your complexion, man.
Yeah.
So it's like it never looked weird. It was like, okay, like it looked like it kind of looked in a way where it's
that's
like
how it should be.
It should be. It's mad. You get it?
Yeah, but at the same time, that's perspective, isn't it? Like what should be is it's different, isn't it? Really, like you can't really say hey, it looks good. That's like someone of your complexion, and it probably happened in older generations, whether you're and I say older generations of pigmentation. So if you're Asian and you're dark, and you're black and you're dark, you automatically wouldn't want to go for someone as dark as you because you don't want to create the same outcome.
You don't want to create what? The same darkness.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, that's the.
This guy. How can you not want to create the same darkness?
No,
Why?
but that's what I'm trying to say. But that there was a point in time where a certain generation was like, I'm gonna go for someone lighter because I don't want to create that.
The difference in yeah, and you know what? This is just like kind of like the animal kingdom. I love drawing reference to nature because nature is the realest thing,
Yeah.
If you've got issues in relationships, it means you're not understanding nature. Like you wouldn't see, a parrot trying to move with the eagles.
Yeah.
You just look for yourself.
Yeah.
And looking for yourself doesn't automatically mean, because remember, they're both birds.
Yeah.
You hear me? So
Yeah.
you can still say we're both black. You hear me?
Yeah.
But hold on, I got different colours going on. I don't want that dull thing over there that's just brown and black. You hear me? I got colours going on. So I'm gonna be more contrast attracted. That's my new word, by the way. So I think it makes sense. Are you contrast attracted? I don't care if it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So I feel like that is how nature is. You don't see parrots mixing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't see, like a silverback trying to go with a chimpanzee. You just look at yourself. You see yourself and you're like, that's me over there. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Everything about that thing it makes you see yourself. And I think that's self-love. On a deeper level,
Yeah.
what does that look like? So when a man chooses to go for a woman who's not of the same complexion as him, and deeper than that, more than likely, he's not going to be of the same complexion as his mother. Yeah, what does that say? Subconsciously to yourself.
That he doesn't like. I don't know the way that. Maybe he don't like the way that he.
The complexion he came at as well.
I can't say he don't like the way he looks, but he's not willing to procreate with someone from his background, or yeah.
Why? That's the question.
The only thing between us and nature would really and truly be free will. So
yeah, but the free will of not wanting to see yourself duplicated.
yeah, that's yeah.
What is that coming from?
Who knows when that it could be the energy that he meets in the person that's not the same color as him, or it could be a deep reason he could feel like, or he or she could feel like, I don't want that. I don't want to see me as a full.
I don't want to. I don't want to duplicate me. I want to change it up a bit.
Yeah, so someone could be like, I want it a bit darker.
So
I want it a bit lighter.
So what is that? Because for me, that's the same as bleaching. Like, big up to all of those who bleach. You might not like me for this, but I do believe that bleaching comes with a mindset of lack of self-love. You can't look at yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, God, this is what you done, but I'm gonna do better. What for what reason? shout out to those who have bad skin, where they thought, you know what, let me just try and bleach it out so it changes the complexion. I understand it. I know it doesn't work, but I understand it. But those who are just naturally have been like, yeah, I want to get lighter. What are you subconsciously saying to yourself when you look in the mirror and see yourself and be like, I'm about to change this whole complexion? Yeah. There's got to be something in that. We can't just be looking at things and be like, oh yeah, that bleaching's the new thing. Bleaching has never been a new thing. Bleaching is a conditioning that starts in the mind, Yeah. Just like seeing someone who doesn't look like you and thinking.
But then in saying that, some people may like the difference though. They may like different.
Explain it. What do you mean by
different? Like if you're dark skin, you may just like a light skin girl or a white woman simply because it's different from you.
Opposites attract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You may just want something different in life.
Like you're born as a chicken, you want to try fish, or you want to be with a fish, for example.
If it could work, then yeah, that's possibly the case.
Yeah.
But in that sense, equally it's the spice of life. In that sense, so you could create something beautiful from being
different.
Yeah, different, or being of two different backgrounds.
I'm mad tired. Forgive me, guys. I've had such a long, not even just a day. The last 2 days I've been doing mad works with the youths them, differently. Those who know what I do differently. It's a challenging world, but not to derail, because I like what we're talking about, but I want people to comment on this, put their views on it. I do think that there's something about going for a certain complexion, because for me, did I think light-skinned women were just better looking? Or did I just not see the beauty in dark-skinned women? People say it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. Do you get it?
In what sense?
Can you hear the difference in what I've said? Or do you think it's the same thing?
I think it's a matter of what you're exposed to, really.
This guy's a politician, when the camera's off, this guy's got a lot to say. Remember, I'm always on the camera, I got no behaviour, I just call it.
He's
just on I think trying to be the guy. I like it, bro. That's not even I think it's what you're exposed to. Look at this.
But it's true, though. I think it's about what you're exposed to. And what, especially in the era that you grew up in, light skin was the wave.
Light skin was the wave. Where did I grow up, bro? Don't bait up my life, but what?
No, but think about the age group that you grew up in.
Okay, yeah. The generation.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
I want a brown skin girl. Or what's it called? What do we call it?
Red bone.
Yeah.
Jeez, big up to the red bones. That's I think I only learned that from porn. Not that I watch porn, but I saw someone told me that it's on there. Like,
man.
Yo. Big up to the red bones differently. No, but yeah, I think, what do you do with that? Like, I need to hear from other people, because I think there's something about, because it never was in my era growing up and seeing that, it wasn't something that was like the media had an input on it. It was the community. The community, you saw man them, with light skinned gal.
Yeah.
Or you saw I don't know, man. I felt like there was an era where my dark skinned sisters just got erased. You with me, from the competition. They weren't even an option at some point. I can't even speak too much on it, I know I'm gonna apologize, because I was once one of those guys, not for a long time, but I just always, and you know what, it might still be in me now. I see women as beautiful, I actually love the dark complexion. Like now, I'm so confused. For me, I like the darkest. You know, like you gotta have that golden black.
Yeah.
It's mad. Like that turns me on differently now. So yeah, I think if anyone can relate to this or they know, you know, a way to conclude this, let me know. But that's the new title. What did I say? Contrast attractions. Yeah. Holla at your boy. Follow, subscribe, like, share. Inspirational Change TV. Carlito in the building. We out.